After a while, my behavior actually became affected by my movements and mine not being stable.
I had a short fuse. I was stressing out. I had such a major change in my life that I wasn't there to focus on academics.
I was a miserable kid in middle school. I was the meanest, and through high school too, some of it, just because of stuff.
The first time I got in trouble, I just told a teacher to go F themselves.
I was throwing chairs. I was getting physically abusive.
I actually ended up getting left back 9th grade twice.
I was suspended from school within 7 days.
I was depressed. I just didn't really care about school anymore.
You know, I think a lot of these kids are very good at trying to get people to give up on them so that they'll just leave them alone. And so I think to recognize that and respond to that for what it is important.
Yes, they do have survival behaviors that can be really challenging and hard. And they have experienced often trauma, really horrific kinds of traumas. And that affects who they are and how they act upon the world.
Having experienced trauma, kids are, less available to learn. That it's all about meeting basic needs, trying to feel safe and feel a sense of belonging.
And then you expect me to sit at a table and do math or do handwriting or not poke my neighbor or not scream or be mad or slam doors or lockers? Like, think about it. As adults, how would we respond if we were in this position?
You're not worried about learning anymore. You're worried about how long am I going to be here? Is it worth me trying here when I know, well, there's just another place right down the road that I'm going to be sent to?
It increases the dropout rate because in order to want to stay in one place, you need to develop roots.
There's plenty of reasons that you can't learn when you get sent to another school. You haven't slept for a while because you're homesick. Like, that's happened to me. Like, well, you haven't seen your mother, or you've been promised to see your mother and you weren't, and that promise is ripped away from you. I had ADHD. I couldn't focus on anything. And the constant movement was, well, we're going to move you. And a lot of the times I was moved without my medicines. There was no learning with that moving.